All right, let's talk about one of the scariest parts of the entire ACT, that science section data table. We're going to break it down today and show you how to turn that panic into pure, focused confidence. You know the feeling. You flip the page in your test booklet and bam, there it is. Just this huge, massive grid of numbers and words that makes your brain just stop. Your heart starts racing, you look at the clock, and that feeling of panic starts to creep in. Oh yeah, we've all been there. Your eyes are just jumping all over the page, right? Trying to make sense of it all. Trial for 15.3 milliliters of what? 0.5 molarity? What am I even supposed to be looking for here? And it just keeps coming. pKa value, 25 degrees Celsius, sodium bicarbonate. What's the difference between experiment 2 and 3? It feels like you need a science degree just to figure out where to begin. But here's the secret. That feeling, that sense of being totally and completely overwhelmed, that's not an accident. It's actually part of the test's design. They want you to feel that way. So, what if I told you there's one big idea, one little mental flip that changes the entire game? A key that lets you unlock these tables without having to understand every single little piece of data. Just let this sink in for a second. The table is supposed to look complicated. But here's the thing. You almost never, and I mean never, need to read the whole thing. You only need one or two tiny little pieces of information from it. And that's the real takeaway here. The ACT science section isn't a race to see who can read the fastest. It's a test of focus. Can you find the one thing you need and just ignore all the other noise? So how do you get that kind of laser focus? Well, you use a routine. A simple, step-by-step system that cuts through the chaos every single time. Let's walk through it. This is it. This is the whole playbook. 4 steps. Number 1, read the question first. 2, find the row. 3, find the column. And 4, the one everyone forgets, check the units. That's the entire strategy. Okay, step 1 is the absolute golden rule of ACT science. The question is literally your treasure map. It has all the clues you need. So your first move is never to look at the table. It's always, always, always to read the question. I'm gonna say it one more time because it is that important. Do not start by reading the table. That is the number one mistake people make. When you start with a question, you immediately have a mission. You know what you're looking for. So once you have your mission from the question, it's on to step 2. Find the right row. The question will give you a keyword. Maybe it's trial 3 or 10 grams or group B. You're just playing a matching game, scanning the rows for that specific keyword. And what exactly is a row? Just think of it as the thing the scientists are changing on purpose in the experiment. It's the condition, the group, the specific scenario you're being asked about. Awesome. You found your row. You've narrowed down that giant table to just one single line. Now for step 3, find the column. The question is also going to tell you exactly what thing they measured that you need to find. The column is just the measurement. If the row tells you who or when, the column tells you what they found out. It's the result, the data you actually need to answer the question. Let's make this super simple. Say the question asks, what was the pressure during trial 1? Okay, step 2, find the row that says trial 1. Got it? Step 3, find the column that says pressure. And look at that. Where they meet, you have your answer, 1.5. See? You didn't even have to look at the other numbers. Okay, so you found your number. You're feeling good. But wait, don't circle that answer just yet. There is one last, super important step that can be the difference between a right answer and a really clever trap. You gotta check the units. The ACT test makers absolutely love to do this. The table might be in Celsius, but one of the answers is in Kelvin. Or the data's in grams, but an answer choice is in kilograms. That final check of the units is your safety net. It will save you from so many simple mistakes. So if we pull it all back, what's the big picture here? It's a total mindset shift. You are not supposed to be memorizing this data. You're a detective. The question gives you a clue, and you're just hunting for that one specific piece of evidence in the grid. And if you want a really simple way to remember it, think of it like this. The rows tell you what changes. The columns tell you what is measured, and the units tell you how it's measured. That's it. That's the entire framework. So that giant, scary, overwhelming table, it's really not that scary at all. It's just a grid. And all you have to do is find the one spot where the right row and the right column cross. One row, one column. That's where you'll find your answer. So the next time you turn that page and see a huge table, just take a deep breath. You've got this. You don't need to be a speed reader. You just need to know exactly where to look. Your power isn't in speed, it's in your focus. So are you ready to go find it?